When I grew up, there was a song that was very popular, and I know some people will remember that song. Money, 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 money. Money. Money, 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 money. How many people knew that song? How many people heard that song before? Oh, some young people have heard it too. Also, I'm not so old then. Okay, well, it simply says that some people must have it, some people need it, some people have to do certain things to get it, but no matter what, we all need money. Alright, now since we're talking about money, has everybody got a sheet? All the students, have you got a sheet? Yeah, make sure it's there. Since we are talking about money, you know, when people have money, sometimes they don't know how to make good use of it. Some people, they get money, and in a shake, in the twinkling of an eye, they blow it up. They burn it. Meaning that they spend it lavishly. They waste it. And then, before you hear, before the end of the day, they broke again. So, what I'm going to share with you today will at least help you not to make the worst of it, but to make the most of it. I remember when I started working. I had the opportunity, and besides I was telling about business opportunity, I had the opportunity to invest my money in Dominica. At the time it was not Dominica, it was CDC. To buy shares in that company. And I also had the opportunity to buy shares in the National Bank of Dominica. And a few years back, I looked back and I said, boy, if I had really thought big. A while ago we spoke about thinking big, right? If I had, at the time, I was thinking big. By now, I'll be one of the big shareholders in the bank, and I'll probably be one of the big shareholders in Dominica. But I didn't think big at the time. I was thinking small. I just started to work. I mean, what am I going to buy shares in the bank for? What am I going to buy shares in Dominica for? I need my money to buy other things. So, it only taught me that even if I am young, even if you are young, you can still think big and you can still make the most of your money. Because later on, you will realize that certain things that you should have done while you were young, if you had done them, it would help you in the future. And that's what it's all about. Making the most of your money so that in the future, you'll be in a better position. And if you're talking about business, no business survives without money. You must have money. Am I right? You must have money to start the business. You think about it and thinking does not get the business started. You must have money to start it. And so when you have money, the question is, what do you do with it? And that's why I gave you a gift this morning. You have $100 birthday gift, and I want you to tell me what you're going to do with that $100. Quickly, 5 minutes, write, start writing. What you're going to do with that gift this morning. I give you 2 examples, but don't take my examples. I will do that. Because one also, I need a phone, so if I get $100, I'll buy a small phone. And of course, I love ice cream, so I'll go give myself a treat. But if you don't love ice cream, don't do that. So what would you do with that $100 birthday gift you got this morning? According to Mr. Isaac, don't spend so much time thinking. Simple. I know as soon as you get the $100, you think, why I'm going to do this. So just write it down as it comes to your mind. And some people might say $100 is not plenty money, but I know it's $100 because of a lot of things. Especially if it was your power who gave it to you. Okay, we there? We done that? $100 finishing fast, you know.
Use $20 to buy a bucket of chicken, like KFC. $50 to spend on clothes. $20.75 to save for later use. 25% for bubble. And $10 to use God.
That's another 100? Okay, alright. Okay, but let's do the things that are coming up, eh? Yeah.
$25 to my bank account,
This
$50 to buy drinks, and $25 as pocket change.
Alright, that's interesting. Anybody else? Let's take two more. Any two? Yes. Come on. Options, which is basically the same thing because you have choices. So when you have choices, you have to make decisions. And that's why many times people tell young people, you have a choice to make. Do you want to continue your education, or do you want to form the fool? Do you want to spend the rest of your life, asking people for support, or do you want to be somebody who can contribute to your own development? So you have a decision to make. Or when you have to take an action. And all it boils down to is that you have a decision to make. What do we do with money? What do people do with money? Tell me. Huh? They spend it. People spend money. And I have the US dollar there because most times people go for the US dollar. They don't worry about the EC dollar. It's the US dollar they're looking for. Okay? So what do we do with money? Now the question is, what do you do with your money? How do you spend your money? Where does your money go? As young people, as children, as school students, where does your money go? Now I have a whole set of things on the board here. Can you make them out? Some of the things that you said with your $100 come right here. Makeup. Okay? Fingernails. Bracelets. Shoes. Fancy shoes too at that, you know. Not the sometimes people go for those. Sometimes we used to buy something called the shiny shoe. Shiny shoe, you know, like a $10 shoe. People don't go for that. They go for the fancy thing. Clothes. MP3. Expensive cell phone. Right? These are some of the things that you spend your money on. We continue. You have all these are things that you as young people will have decisions to make. You will have to decide, well, blingers, necklaces, special haircuts, or hairstyles. You go to KFC, that came up also. Some people said that, okay, KFC, chicken and fries, Subway. Well, Mr. Isaac is not there, so you know what he's there, okay? And you go for these things, right? These are some of the things that you spend your money on. These are some of the things that you use your money to buy. Now I have to let you know that some of those things which you spend your money on, ice cream, certainly some of them will just not be to your advantage. Some of them will be to your disadvantage, which means you have to be wise when you have to spend money.